Hello and welcome to Inverness. Today we are going to fly the HondaJet to Manchester. It will take about 50 minutes in the air and we are going to use Vatsim for it. Currently there is no ATC in Inverness, but there should be ATC in Manchester. However, this is Vatsim, so we will see if it holds or if it's just my usual luck. As you can hear, it's currently raining, so let's quickly get into the plane before we get too drenched. Please do. Yep, everything that should be removed is removed. Alright, let's start by turning on the battery. Let's get you booted up as well. And as usual, I'm going to set the checklist on this page and have the map full on the MFD. And after that, we are also past setting the battery on oxygen, which reminds me that we should be... oh, it's not here anymore. I'm still used to the old HondaJet, so let's get our main door closed. Now it's open. When did it close? Alright. Also, let's have some ground power. Oh, we are still inside the envelope. So we are going to take this. So let's get back to it. So pressurization is norm. Electrical on norm. Oh, let's use the ground power. ELT is in the norm position and nose ear steering also. Landing gear lever is down. Alternate release is fully in. Parking brake is set. Indeed, it should also be mentioned somewhere here. So parking brake set. Flaps are up. Thrust levers in the cutoff position. Let's see a bit more and then I will not need to move the camera around so much. Speed brake is in. Ice protection norm and off. Fuel panel norm. Trim panel as well. Windshield heat panel norm. Pneumatic panel norm. Glare shield panel is dark and nothing's shining. We are done with that. I'm going to do this up to the electrodes and then we will enter our flight plan and so on. So passengers, no passengers today. Rudder pedals are adjusted, seat belts are secured, doors are closed, parking brake is set. Gas messages are only the ones expected with engines off, and we have 29 volts thanks to the ground power. Okay, we are going to fly IFR, however there is currently no ATC online in Inverness, so we are just going to set 2000. So we are at Echo Golf Papa Echo and we are flying to Echo Golf Charlie Charlie. I will need minutes. So we're not going to have a departure, but we do have an arrival, which is the Lakey 1 Mike. To runway 23 right. Load. And we also expect ILS 23 right 5 vectors, where the minimums is 449er. Let's load this as well. If we change them, we will of course change it. And with no departure, our first waypoint is Gussie. Yeah, we take the one that's near. And then direct Nesty. Where we take airway November 560 to Erson. Erson, we are going direct Delta Charlie Sierra. D-cross. Then direct Ascom. Where we take Lima 612. Only one to Lakey, and that starts our arrival. I like to have all of them expanded, and let's just check what we have made here. So Gussie Nesty, Erson, Dean's Cross, Diesel, Rosen, and from their vectors. So far so good. Let's check our charts if they are properly loading. We will take runway 23, so we can already set our heading to 231. And also, let's go back to departure. We have no departure, so I'm just going to set something like, let's take 10,000. If it wants to be 10,000, so bad. Let's get back to map. Also, we should have QNH 100-42965. 0042965. With that it should be 40-ish. Okay, seems legit. wanted to turn on the flight director and also set takeoff. Let's set our radios, so there is no ATC for departure, so we are going to go for 1.8, and we will also course info 1215. Okay, I think we are good enough. Nope. So let's move out thrust levers from the cutoff position. So clear on the right, clear on the left. Let's go for engine start, engine 2. And to rising. Oil pressure rising. Ignition. Internal temperature rising steadily. We will wait until it settles. Still rising. Alright, I think that's stable enough. Let's go for engine number 1. Still clear. Again, and 2, oil pressure. Ignition, oil dump. We are watching the instruments. No need for engine anti-ice for now. External power can be disconnected, so then just do that. Also, let's set the map here. Maybe. Okay, so external power is disconnected, and also let's remember to turn on cabin power, although I'm not sure who's going to use it. Flight controls. Let's cheat a bit and see the controls as we move them. So rather left, right, neutral, down, up, neutral, left, right, neutral, flaps, takeoff, speed brakes, and retracted. Flight controls free and correct. Wing anti-ice not required. Transponder set to 1000. Our flight ID is our registration. Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November. We entered our flight plan. Navigation source is GPS. Altimeter set 1004. Flaps set for takeoff. Speed brake was checked and retracted. No need for cabin signs, but let's not forget to set our trim. Let's go with 4.3. Parking brake will be now released. We will check the brakes, nose wheel steering and flight instruments as we taxi. We will take taxiway to Echo 1. We will use runway 11 to get to Foxtrot, and from there we will backtrack runway 23 for the takeoff. This will be a tight turn, but I think we will manage. Doesn't look like we are correctly positioned, but now we are. Okay, so let's struggle chair. Inverness traffic, Hotel Alpha. Nope, that was the wrong button. So, Inverness traffic, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, taxi to runway 23 via Echo 1, Foxtrot, and then backtracking runway 23. Stop here for a second. We're on the left. Don't see the right. Inverness traffic, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, backtracking runway 23. the chart anymore, so let's get the map. And there is some traffic around. There are 2 fighter jets flying according to the Vatsim map, so let's keep an eye out. Definitely check the nose wheel steering as well as the brakes. All flaps are set for takeoff, trims are set, speed brake is retracted, no CAS messages, navigation is set, flight guidance is set, takeoff and landing data confirmed, takeoff briefing. Well, there's not really much to discuss here. Errors are not, emergency alert turned on, so we're not going to have them. After takeoff, we will fly runway heading to about 2,000 feet, and then we will go direct our first waypoint. Ice protection, we will need ice protection, but I will only turn them on once we are in the air. We have a bit of altitude until those clouds, but we will definitely need to go into those clouds with the engine on the ice on. So, Inverness traffic, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November taking off runway 23. And all the way takeoff.
All radios, Sterling 01 signal Chinook entering the low level Invergordon port, flying westbound at 250 feet AGL.
New Hull mains traffic, light aircraft just south of Invergordon is lined up runway 26. We'll be departing northbound. We'll climb to altitude 1,000 feet before we make the turn northbound to deconflict from the Chinook traffic. New Hull mains traffic.
Level change.
Roger, I'm visual with your lights, will deconflict visual.
Roger.
Autopilot. Oh, that is some Inverness traffic, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, direct Kossi. Engine on the ice on. Kossi. Direct. Activate. Nav mode.
All radios, Sterling 01 overhead Invergordon, flying west, heading north.
And with no ATC, let's set altimeters to standard. Thanks for warning me. And also let's fly all the way up to 350, which is
And visual single Chinook.
So, Landing gear is up, yaw dampener is engaged, flaps are up, thrust levers managed by the auto thrust, flight guidance is GPS and we are in nav mode, and flight level change 350 with climb 210 knots set. Ice protection is on, cabin signs not required, and also we do need a departure selfie. Pressurization is happening. And the altimeters are set standard. think we do not need engine on the ice anymore, but we need the thrust to keep on climbing. Hey, 1000 to go. And in the meantime, I also checked that our next station should be Manchester control, Scottish control on 133.2. So let's set 133.2 on standby. Also, we should do Manchester 80s on 12198 on standby here. 12198. Manchester control is only controlling up to flight level what was it? Flight level 285. Currently we are over it, but we are 15 minutes from our top of descent. I bet we will be under that when we get into his airspace. So I'm just going to set VNav on for now. And let's check our arrival. I'm not going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. So Echo Golf Charlie Charlie enter star, and we are going to use the Lakey 1 mic. And we are going to arrive from Lakey, so that's flight level 200, which will be inside his control. So I'm going to set altitude of 200 over here. We are going to start descending via the VNav glide path once we are close enough in 13 minutes. Okay, startup probe is set. Hey, I think we should check our flight plan for the arrival. So FL 200 is in there. There is a speed restriction at Dizzy, which is 250. It's there. And Rosun was 230 and flight level 70, which is also there. Sporty approach 3500, I remember that one. Also it should be an at. Minus 2 free right. It's 109er decimal 5. 109.5, yep. Okay, minimum is for 449. That's correct. Runway B will be 249. Let's move back to the star, although we can close it for now. We're pretty far off yet. use it. so less than 1 minute to the top of descent. Let's see if we can have 80s.
Radar detected cumulonimbus clouds. Temperature +13. Dew point +3. QNH 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information uniform and advise aircraft type on first contact with Manchester. Manchester Airport information uniform. Time 1820 Zulu. Arrival runway 23 right. Departure runway 23 left. Transition level. Flight level 65, surface wind 22010 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. 4,500 scattered. Radar detected cumulonimbus clouds. Temperature +13. Dew point +3. QNH 1008. Acknowledge receipt of information uniform and advise aircraft type on.
Okay, we have uniform. And of course, we have started our descent. But we are still away from the Manchester terminal area. Is it offline now? I don't see it online. Oh, it's still there. Okay. We will enter it at Lakey, so exactly when we get to flight level 200. Also, there's a Boeing 737-800 ahead of us, but it's also faster. We might get thought to be slower than the speeds on the Star, but that's of course up to the ATC. So we are going to descend until we get to Lakey, and sometime before that I will switch channels and go to 133.2. At least that's the plan. Also, we are descending, landing field elevation 229 versus 237, that's okay. Engine anti-ice, yeah, I think it should be on. Not sure when we are going to fly into those, but altimeters can wait. What I did not do when we took off was performance, but of course we cannot help that one, but we can go for the landing. Get from sim, all on. And if it's 110, then let's set it to flaps full at 115. Like we are going to switch channel sooner. Manchester control, please contact me 133.2.
November 737 Charlie, thank you. I'll come back to you if I need an adjustment. It's got traffic behind you, so I'll call you back.
Roger, November 737 Charlie.
Manchester control, good evening. HondaJet Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, flight level 270, descending 200.
Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, Manchester radar. Hello, correction, say again. Scottish Control, hello to you. Squawk 1253, and it's the Lakey 1 Mike arrival. Confirm your indicated airspeed, please.
Squawking 1253, and indicated airspeed is Mach decimal 653. Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November.
Roger. What will your indicated airspeed be when you reach the transition? on the to fly an IS rather than a Mach?
You want it in knots? I'm doing 267.
Hotel Mike November, thanks for that. So you can descend now, flight level 150.
Descent flight level 150, Hotel Mike November.
KLM 702, descend flight level 130.
Descend flight level 130, KLM 702.
Falcon Holidays 5560, just becoming radar control service now, and you're leaving my sector, so monitor 122.8. Enjoy your flight, bye.
Roger that, 122.8, thank you very much for the service, nicely handled, Falcon Holidays 5560.
Sorry, it wasn't the best, just got a bit ram raided at Newcastle, it's always the way.
No, you did good considering the sector you're handling. Anyway, take care.
November 737 Charlie, descend flight level 80 to be level by Rotten.
Descend flight level 80, level by November 737 Charlie. November 737 Charlie, I'm to maintain high speed, so I would like us to revert to public speed and stuff.
Just if you can fly standard inbound speed, please. The traffic behind you is no factor.
No problem, standard speed, November 737 Charlie.
Easy 58 Pepper Alpha. You get further descent once you're just a few miles short of Nancy, just because of Manchester outbound traffic climbing below you. November 737 Charlie, contact Manchester 118.580. Bye bye now.
18580, November 737 Charlie, thanks, bye.
Hotel Mike November, route direct Rotten.
Redirect Rossen, Hotel Mike November.
KLM 702, route direct Burnley.
Direct Burnley, KLM 702.
Got more Mike Kilo Romeo, French friction change, please.
Mike Kilo Romeo, Roger. So my service terminates, short conspicuity, free call on route. Good night.
Check conspicuity, free call on route. Vaccine much for your hardware. Go for Mike Kilo Romeo, vaccine.
Let's go over our approach. So we are expecting ILS 23 right. ILS frequency is 109.5, it should be set. It is. Final approach fix will be at 3,500 at 10 miles out. Minimums is 449er, and in case of a missed approach we fly back to 3,500, initially straight ahead, so 231 until passing 750 feet, or the INN VOR station itself. whichever is later, turn right onto track 355, then as directed max 230 knots. That seems fine. There is no route from our arrival to the approach, so I expect we will get radar vectors. Once down, I think we could even exit at Papa. The business aviation apron is however there, so it would really make sense to go all the way to this exit, Bravo Delta.
Hotel Mike November, descend flight level 80 level by Rosen.
Flight level 80 by Rotten, Hotel Mike November.
EG58 Papa Alpha, when ready, descend flight level 110. EG58 Papa Alpha, just be advised, readability is 2, very, very quiet.
Apologies, yeah, 110, EG58 Papa Alpha.
Thanks, that's sorted it. Brake view lung 72 Juliet Tango, Scottish Control, hello. Climb now, flight level 100.
We will be exactly 8,000 at Rosen in this. Still 20 miles out. There is published 230 knots at Rosen, but we are still 20 miles out.
EGCC Uniform Victor, Scottish Hello, we're at A319, stand to Liverpool, with Inverness Charlie Mall QNH 100, I think clearance please follow.
EGC3 Uniform Victor, hello to you, cleared to Ronald's Way on a Wallasey 2 Tango, squawk 0354, QNH 1008.
Alaman, Wallasey 2 Tango, squawk 0354, QNH 1008 for EGC3 Uniform Victor.
That's all correct.
Angelo 2 Bravo, 5010.
Hello, Peninsula 5 Tango Extra, I'm ground at Newcastle, St. Vincent Charlie, request clearance to Warsaw.
Let's check if it's...
Okay, the Midlands, I'll call you back. Break back, Short Bravo, checking in.
Let's do it.
Yep. Short 2 Bravo, readability 2, lots of background noise, descend flight level 140.
Descend 140 and we'll try and get the issue taken.
Midland, correction, the Bravo November Alpha 5 Tango Extra, just confirm your call sign, please.
Venetia 5 Tango Extra.
Venetia 5 Tango X-ray, Roger. Just stand by, routing's a little off at the beginning of your flight plan, so I'll call you back for that.
Okay.
Hotel Mike November, contact Manchester radar 118.580, goodbye.
Going over to 118.580, Hotel Mike November, goodbye.
EG58 Papa Alpha.
Manchester radar, good evening. HondaJet Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November with information uniform. Flight level 115, descending 8,000 by Rosen.
Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, Manchester radar, hello, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, Hotel Mike November. I will go over to vertical speed with 1,500.
November 7 Charlie, turn right heading 145.
Heading 145, number 3 from Charlie.
So 7,000.
November 7 Charlie, turn right heading 195, dead LS 23 right.
Heading 195, dead approach from 823 right, number 3 from Charlie.
This way we will be 8,000 at Rosen. The breakout. have the approach here.
Hotel Mike November, leave Rosen, heading 135.
Leave Rosen heading 135, Hotel Mike November.
November 737 Charlie, just become fully sunshine, left 23 right, 10 miles.
November 7 Charlie, thank you, speed 160 till 4 DME.
60 till 4, November 737 Charlie.
November 7 Charlie, contact Manchester Tower 118.630.
118.630, November 37 Charlie, mate.
Let's also go for procedures, activate vectors to final.
Manchester radar, good evening, KLM 702, passing flight level 120 for flight level 80 with information, I forgot, I'm sorry.
KLM 702, Manchester radar, hello, descent flight level 70.
Descent flight level 70, KLM 702.
Hotel Mike November, descend to altitude 3,500 feet for 25 miles, 23 right.
Descend to altitude 3,500 feet by FF250. Hotel Mike November.
Hotel Mike November, negative. I was giving you the range from touchdown. You've got 23 miles till 23 right, till you touch down on 23 right. You can just ignore that if you don't know how to fly a CDA. Descent to altitude 3,500 feet, QNH 1008.
Okay, descending 3,500 by QNH 1008. Hotel Mike November.
Hotel Mike November, speed 180 knots or greater.
Speed 180 knots or greater. Hotel Mike November.
Radar after 6 for kilo.
Skill 190.
After 64 kilo, Manchester radar, hello, it's radar control, and just report passing altitude.
We'll be disconnecting, I'll go there for Max. See you, Vivic.
Alright, see you mate, bye.
I'm into the radar, go Papa Charlie.
Golf Fox Sierra for challenge, just checking the aerodrome, I think you might be next.
Negative, we're probably going to route back to Vatsim now, so request the switch frequency in the consecutivity, that's clear. Alright.
Golf Alpha Charlie, A firm completely alright. Cleared, frequency change approved, squawk consecutivity.
Frequency change approved, squawk consecutivity, thanks, Golf Alpha Charlie.
KLM 702, turn left heading 135.
Turn left heading 135, KLM 702.
Shuttle 2 Bravo.
We can go flaps approach.
Hotel Mike November, turn right heading 265, cleared ILS 23 right.
Turn right, heading 265, cleared ILS 23 right, Hotel Mike November.
KLM 702, 30 miles, 23 right, descent altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Descent 4,000 feet, QNH 1008, KLM 702.
This one.
Manchester 2 Bravo, busy.
Shell 2 Bravo, Manchester radar, hello, turn right heading 035.
Right heading 035, Shuttle 2 Bravo, mile, correction to Bravo.
I guess that's the runway there. Okay, where are we turning?
Shell 2 Bravo, range 30 miles, 23 right, descent to altitude
That was
4,000 feet, QNH 1008.
4,1008, Shuttle 3 Bravo, correction to Bravo.
Hotel
November 737 Charlie, left turn 090.
Be revectored, or you can turn left heading 190 degrees.
There were too many people on the channel. Please say again.
Hotel Mike November, are you okay to continue, or do you need to be revectored?
I'm able to continue. Hotel Mike November.
Roger. KLM 702, turn right heading 200 degrees. When established, QC right, D10 with a glide.
Autopilot.
Turn right heading 200 degrees and cleared for ILS for runway 23 right, and we'll follow the plot after Captain Localizer. Sorry. KLM 702.
Manchester 737 Charlie, maintain 4,008.
Okay, multiple stations at once, break, Hotel Mike November, contact Manchester Tower 118.630.
Over the tower 118.630, Hotel Mike November.
And just confirm, was that November 737 Charlie?
Hotel November 737 Charlie, 4,009.
Old Tango 1.
2,000.
I've made a slight turn back, so I will go via Foxtrot 1 if that is okay with yourself. So that's a 2517. Yeah, you're still going in the wrong direction. You need to turn to your right and hold Foxtrot 1, please. AFM will do.
Manchester Tower, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, ILS 23 right.
Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November, Manchester Tower, hello. The surface wind 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 right, cleared to land.
Golf November Tango Mike over Burn Airfield, currently at 2,800 feet, engine 1 fail, we're going to be looking for fuel.
Manchester Tower, Satellite Tango is looking at 5.2 Edinburgh, please.
Satellite Tango, Manchester Tower, hello, expect PDC. Hotel Mike November, cleared to land, runway 23 right.
Runway 23 right, clear to land, Hotel Mike November.
Golf Lima Delta at the end of the downwind leg, enter right hand orbit until advised.
Head of downwind, enter right hand orbit until advised, Golf Lima Delta.
Lufthansa 2517, just checking I can cross runway to holding point. Lufthansa 2517, hold Foxtrot 1. Hold Foxtrot 1, Lufthansa 2517. Busy 89 Delta Bravo, the surface wind 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff.
Takeoff 23 left, Busy 89 Delta Bravo.
Under.
And Burn Airfield traffic, also from the Tango Mike landing 25 traffic.
You might want to let them know on Unicom as well.
500.
My apologies if you realised.
Romeo, Uniform.
Fine, we all do it.
Sierra via Victor Alpha 1, line up runway 23 left.
400.
23 left, via Victor Alpha 1, Romeo, Uniform Sierra.
Manchester Tower, good evening, KLM 702, final runway 23 right.
KLM 702, Manchester Tower, hello, surface winds 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 right, continue approach.
Continue approach, KLM 702.
Minimums. 200.
8890 Delta Bravo, contact Scottish Control, 133.200, goodbye.
123.2 is 89 Delta Bravo, clear.
$100.
Romeo, Uniform Sierra, the surface winds 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 left, cleared for takeoff.
23 left, clear takeoff, Romeo, Uniform Sierra.
KLM 50 Alpha, holding pattern 1.
KLM 702, traffic information is a light fixed wing aircraft orbiting at the end of a left-hand downwind.
Roger.
KLM 702, cleared to land, runway 23 right, surface wind 240 degrees at 8 knots.
Clear to land, runway 23 right, KLM 702.
And if I could correction. Manchester Tower, shuttle 2 Bravo is now 6 miles out.
Romeo, Uniform Sierra, contact Scottish Control, 133.200, goodbye.
33.2, thank you very much for your help, and we'll speak soon, good job, Max.
Shuttle 2 Bravo, Manchester Tower, hello, surface winds 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 right, continue approach.
23 right, continue approach, shuttle 2 Bravo.
Okay, we did not have to time all of those, but we had flaps full, autopilot was turned on, young governor was turned on. Speed brakes
Manchester Tower, flight C46 Bravo, whiskey, radio check.
Manchester Tower, Hotel Alpha Delta Mike November at Bravo Delta, request taxi to Business Aviation Apron.
Hotel Mike November, taxi Business Aviation Apron via Alpha.
Taxi via Alpha to Business Apron, Hotel Mike November.
Manchester Tower, flight C46 Bravo, whiskey, radio check.
Flight E46 Bravo, Whiskey, Manchester Tower, hello, readability 5, expect PDC.
Okay, flight C46.
Shuttle 2 Bravo, surface winds 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 right, clear to land.
23 right, clear to land, shuttle 2 Bravo.
Shuttle Tango, we are ready for push button start.
Shuttle 8 Tango, stand 5, push and start approved.
Push it up for Shuttle Tango.
KLM 50 Alpha, behind the landing British Airways A320 on a 3-mile final via Papa 1, cross runway 23 right behind.
And the landing British Airways A320, cross runway 23 right behind KLM 50 Alpha.
Lufthansa 2517, behind the landing British Airways A320 via Foxtrot 1, cross runway 23 right behind.
Interestingly, it seems like it's
Via Foxtrot 1, cross runway 23 right behind the landing BA A320, Lufthansa 2517.
Manchester, Lufthansa 250, down 3079 on Naples, please.
Golf Lima Delta, other clearance for you to leave shortly, stand by.
Golf Lima Delta, will we be able to get in one more touch and go first?
We'll try our best.
No, it's not a problem if you can't. Thank you, Golf Lima Delta. Hello, November 737, Charlie, 7 miles, 23 right.
Okay, let's hold it here. So, cabin signs not required, engine on the ice can be off. Speed brake is in, flaps
November
up,
737,
trims
Charlie, Manchester Tower, hello again, surface winds 240 degrees at 8 knots, runway 23 right, continue approach.
23 right, continue, November 737.
Wheel chocks.
Golf Lima Delta, after departure, runway 23 left, clear to leave the Manchester control zone by the Macclesfield South VRP, not above altitude 2,500 feet. On the VFR, on the Manchester QNH 1008, squawk 7356.
Departure 23 left, clear to exit Manchester control zone by Macclesfield South VRP, not above 2,500 feet, and the squawk is 7356. Golf Lima Delta.
KLM 702, Alpha 3, request taxi to the gate.
KLM 702, taxi stand 112 via Alpha Delta Echo and November Alpha.
Taxi to stand 112 via...
Okay, so as you could see, the approach was kind of a disaster. Should have been an easy choice to go around with so unstable an approach. However, I really cannot do this at this moment. I need to do real life stuff, so I really wanted to land. So as you can see, I turned off autopilot and flew it manually. I got really below the glide slope while messing around with the maps, which is unfortunate, but somehow I managed to put the airplane down in one piece without a big bump, so I'm glad at least that worked. I hope you enjoyed this flight. It was quite a lot of time since my last video and since my last flight as well, so it was expected not to go very well. However, I think the biggest issue was the plane not capturing the glide path correctly, although I maybe should have waited with the approach button on the autopilot and only engage it once we were flying having 265, so that part. Once again, thank you for flying.